Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, and I was just guided to do this reading, a general reading focused on the Divine Masculine. I was just drawn to it. I wasn't planning on doing any readings, any additional ones today, but I was guided to do this one, so maybe there's something here through these messages that really speak to you. So focusing again on the masculine, we have protection. I feel safer in the silence. And then we have this one coming through, unawakened. I just wasn't ready for you. So this could be coming through for those of you who are not in communication with your divine masculine, but I do feel that maybe timing was just off for the two of you. The next card after that is emptiness. I miss the feel of you next to me. So they definitely focus on you, they think of you, they miss you, but they maybe just weren't ready for the relationship at the time that it presented itself in your life. And so they're feeling safer by not speaking at this point in time, but they're still feeling your energy. Okay, this is the next card. Look at that. We have mistakes. I will make things right between us one day. So all of these energies presenting itself on behalf of the divine masculine. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Illuminated Star Tarot. This is volume 2. I'm actually revising this one at the moment, so it's not available in my deck shop yet, but as soon as it is, I will let you guys know. All right, so taking a look at the divine masculine here, feeling safer in the silence. They needed time apart from you, perhaps, divine feminine, in order to go through this awakening. Okay, we do have the Nine of Pentacles right here, and the Nine of Pentacles is known to be that solo type energy, which makes sense for me considering the vibe that we're seeing here, you know, safer in the silence, no communication, no interaction right now. They might need to be on their own in the meantime to figure things out for themselves. You know, whatever mistakes were made. This is something that the masculine has to be able to contemplate, think about. Take a look at this. We've got the Hermit now, which makes sense, you know. No communication, no interaction, as I've mentioned. And this, of course, pertains to a very solo, same type of vibe as the Nine of Pentacles. Someone who needs to be in solitude right now to really think about things, to soul search, as it says. It is a card of introspection and going within. So I really do feel when it comes to the divine masculine here, this time on their own will serve them well to be able to really take a look at their thoughts, their feelings, their heart, how they see you, how they see the connection, the mistakes that they have made, and ultimately what it is that they need to do to come towards you with the best of intentions, divine feminine. Look at this. We have the Eight of Cups, which is about leaving something or someone behind, walking away, spending time away from each other in order for the relationship to grow, to evolve, to change, to make progress. You know, sometimes there has to be distance, there has to be time apart in order for these realizations to happen. Look at this. We've got the Judgment card right there. So this very much is a part of their journey, an awakening. We clearly see here from this card the divine masculine maybe at this point in time, and the fact that they're not communicating, you might not be hearing from them. You know, it clearly says, I just wasn't ready for you. But maybe through this shift in energy, they're now preparing themselves to come in to fix this, to communicate. You know, they've had time maybe to be able to go within with this Hermit energy and to not have you in their life, but ultimately going through this realization that they need you, that they want you, that they love you, and really still want to be able to fix this situation, the connection. You know, because the way I see the Judgment card, it's past energies. It's somebody who's had the opportunity to take a glimpse into the past and how they were and what they did or what they said, and that might have resulted in regrets for the divine masculine, and perhaps wishing that they could do things all over, you know, to go back and fix whatever it was that they created, whatever these mistakes are, you know. So I would not be surprised, divine feminine, regardless of how long it's been since you have heard from your masculine, if they do decide to reach out and communicate with you, because they still find you to be somebody that they want to be with. And I'm also not surprised to see the Ten of Swords coming up next. And at the time that you guys broke up, it could have either been unexpected, it could have been a very challenging, painful experience, of course. Some of you guys could have been married. Some of you could have maybe lived together or had been together for a while. It was a very painful breakup no matter how you slice it here. It failed, it collapsed, as we can see right there. And they acknowledge that here, the mistakes that they have made. And we do see the Ace of Wands. We now see the Chariot. Look at these cards, Ten of Cups, as well as the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful lineup of cards here. So the masculine, I feel, they're looking at this situation, how things might have unfolded between the two of you in the past, and they're really wanting a very different outcome here in the future. You know, so even though there hasn't been a whole lot of movement in this relationship, we do see things eventually progressing here with the Chariot. Some of you guys could also be dealing with a Cancer. You could be the Cancer here. Okay, so it is representing that there will be progress, as I've mentioned. Whatever challenges you guys have faced, this masculine wants to be able to fix it. They would like to be able to bring this Ten of Cups energy into the relationship, perhaps through their evolution as a person and really going through their awakening. This is a part of what it is that they would like to be able to experience with you, divine feminine, and the fact that they're still wishing to be able to come back together with you. They feel most fulfilled when you guys are together. And, you know, as it says, I will make things right between us one day. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what additional messages I can pick up, focusing specifically on the divine masculine here. Give me 1 second. I wanted to go ahead and grab some dialogue messages. So I'm going to use my X Oracle here, focusing specifically on what the masculine would like to share with the feminine at this time. And again, I was just drawn to do this reading. It wasn't one that I was planning on doing at this point in time, but something kept nudging me. It's like, go ahead, do this. Somebody needs to hear this. So I really hope it helps somebody that runs across this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on the divine masculine. What does the masculine want to express to the feminine at this point in time? All right, so the very first message, look at this. I'm so sorry. They are coming through with an apology, divine feminine, and that really makes a lot of sense. So let me go back to the judgment card that came through already. It is an apology, which very much picks up off of the judgment card. They want forgiveness. They know that they made mistakes. They know they messed up, and they are coming to terms with what happened and really wanting to apologize for those actions. Look at this. The truth is, I've never gotten over you. And maybe there's a part of your heart space that can relate to that. Let's grab another message here. Look at this. They really are acknowledging through these messages that they made huge mistakes and they've got so many regrets tied into that. Next card, I'm not the same person who hurt you. Now, it depends, of course, if you were the person that ended up getting hurt here. More than likely, that is the case, especially if you happen to be divine feminine and have dealt with a masculine who hurt you. They acknowledge the mistake, whatever that represents. They're coming through with an apology. They're telling you here that they've they're a different person, going back to the reference to evolution and that they're not the same person that you remember. Okay, and they're telling you here they've never gotten over you. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here for my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages, focused on the divine masculine. All right, what else do we need to know here? Coming through with an apology, acknowledging their mistakes. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, what else? All right, so we do have the Four of Cups. All right, it is coming up in the reverse. Acceptance and motivation is what that's tapped into. So I feel it's very important for this masculine to, first of all, accept what has happened, because the past is in the past. They can't do anything about it. All they can do is to take responsibility for their actions. Again, to acknowledge the mistakes. And part of this motivation, perhaps, is to light the fire under their own feet, to be able to take action to fix this. And look at this, we've got the Eight of Wands coming through right here. This is another card talking about movement. This is fast movement right here, because it could be that once they've decided, you know, I really want to come towards my feminine to fix this situation, they might be feeling quite antsy to get this thing going already, and really wanting to come in and maybe talk to you and fix this whole situation and make amends. But look at that, we've got that Eight of Cups coming in. So more than likely, Divine Feminine, this is acknowledging, because of this mistake, that you probably did walk away from your Divine Masculine here. They know this, they acknowledge it, and they're taking responsibility perhaps for their actions. Look at this, we have the Ace of Swords, and then we've got the Magician right next to that. I love that combination, all right, because this right here is telling us they see things in a very different way. They have gained clarity. They have a better understanding of the situation. They've worked on themselves, perhaps, and they are in a position to really want to manifest a reunion with you, Divine Feminine, and maybe that's why I was guided to do this reading, because they're really drawn to you still. This is a person that would move mountains to be able to come towards you, to even hear your voice again at this point. And if there were, let's just say, other people in the mix, if there were love triangles or third parties, whatever drama that might entail, this right here represents the fact that they probably cut those things out, because knowing if they were to come towards you, that bringing that baggage with them, it's not going to work. And that's why they're telling you here, I really am not the same person who ended up hurting you and creating all of that drama from the past. And so this here with the Magician's energy, you know, it's giving this person the opportunity to create something better, you know, to be able to manifest perhaps a reunion, okay, with you, if you're open to that, of course. And then we do have the Two of Cups right after that. All right, so they still want to be in your life, just the way it's presenting itself here. They still see you as their soul partner, their life partner. They still see you as the person that they would like to create this life with. And, you know, but first and foremost, they really needed to grow within themselves. They needed to heal their past behaviors. And as I've mentioned already, to acknowledge whatever this mistake is, because they might have also been the type of person to not take responsibility for their actions in the past. You know, that's just seems to be how it's presenting itself here. They have so much love for you. Look at this. Here we are again with that Judgment card. Some of you guys could be Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. So yeah, when it comes to the Divine Masculine, they are finally waking up. They know what it is that they need to do to fix the mistake, to at least start off with an apology, and to start healing the situation from within themselves first, in order to come towards you to be able to, just move forward, hopefully for you to be able to meet them halfway if that's something that you are able to do. But I feel if this is something that you've been hoping for them to reach out and to communicate, to apologize, to try to fix this situation, you might just be able to have that experience with your masculine. All right, let's go ahead and grab some healing messages. I feel that that's really important when it comes to this connection. All right, what am I drawn to here? Let me focus on the Whispers of Love deck here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on whoever is in need of these messages and the connection with the divine masculine. All right, what are some healing messages that we can tap into here for the collective? Whoever needs this. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Absolutely, and that's something that the divine masculine had to learn, had to work through. Because if they can't be real with themselves, then they can't be real with you, divine feminine. And that's probably something that you've already experienced. Let's grab another message here that could help the situation heal. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. And perhaps this is also something that the divine masculine had to work through. The love that they have for you and getting past some of the challenges and behaviors that contributed to ruining what they had with you. And look at this. Honesty is essential. Be authentic, true, and real. And now we've got honesty is essential. So all of these cards for me, it goes together, and it does say to be a loving person. It is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. So if that was an issue, trust issues, if you were dealing with a masculine and, the mistake that they made was that they weren't being open and honest with you, you couldn't trust them, they might have done certain things to create situations where it could have been infidelity, there could have been cheating, whatever the trust issues and the mistakes were, it contributed to the breakup. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional tarot here. I'll be pulling from my Luna tarot deck here. So hopefully there's something here that's making sense when it comes to your connection with your divine masculine. If they can't be honest with themselves, then they cannot be honest with you or anybody else. And that's a lesson that they've had to learn. Look at this. We have the Ace of Wands. So there is room for growth, and there's so much more potential to this, but they need to come towards you as a better individual. And I feel that's in the process when it comes to the masculine. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming through once again. So I really do feel here that there's that solo energy that I was talking about earlier, right? And so they know what it's like to spend time apart from you. But this could also be where you're at. Maybe you're not in a relationship right now, but at the same time, it could also indicate that you're successful being on your own. Maybe they know what it's like to throw their energy towards their finances, their career, and the opportunities that they've found through that avenue. But at the same time, they also know what it's like to be alone and not be with you. So they could have everything in the world, but they don't have the love of their life in their life, okay? Because they did something, whatever that mistake is. So here we are with the Hierophant, and there's a spiritual lesson, I feel, that the masculine has learned on this journey apart from you, Divine Feminine. And what they're telling you here as well is part of the honesty, part of facing the truth and gaining that clarity is they are ready to commit 100% to the relationship, because they know that if they are not coming towards you with that energy, look at this, we've got the Eight of Cups again, that you're just going to walk away because you're not interested in revisiting a relationship where they're not being truthful, where we're back to square one with the trust issues. They know that in order to really get rid of that type of energy, then they need to come towards you as a better person. we do have the Knight of Cups right here. All right, so when it comes to what it is that they would like to bring your way, Divine Feminine, it really is this very romantic energy. You know, they want to be able to come in and sweep you off your feet, to be able to romance you once again. And we do have the Temperance card right here, picking up off of Sagittarius. Some of you could be a Sagittarian. You could be focused on maybe an ex who is a Sagittarius. This right here requires patience. Okay, there's no other way to slice that one. It cannot be rushed. So even though they want to get things moving rather quickly, if you're not quite there, Divine Feminine, then they're going to have to take their time. They're going to have to be patient in order to bring balance back into the relationship. But it is possible. Okay, and look at the next card. We've got the Justice card bringing that balance in. It's just going to take time. Okay, so patience definitely required, but I am ultimately seeing here that the potential for a reconciliation, it's here. We also have the Six of Pentacles, got the Six of Swords, and now we've got the Chariot once again. All right, so triumph is a part of the outcome here for you guys to overcome the obstacles that brought you guys into separation to begin with. So the Divine Masculine letting you know, Divine Feminine, they are ready to invest in the relationship just as much as you are. Okay, so that's an equal energy of give and take. And they really want to be able to move on, move forward from the painful experiences that you guys might have had in the past. So if you're able to actually forgive your masculine for what happened before, then maybe you guys have a chance at finding happiness once again. Because if you're not on the same page as this masculine who wants to return, then, you know, they're simply going to run into a blockage as far as turning this into a reality in the 3D. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, Divine Feminine. If you're just not feeling it, you're not feeling it. You know, so for some of you guys, you might feel like it's just been too much time since you've interacted. There's too much water under the bridge. Maybe you've already moved on to another relationship, and you got to honor where you're at in your life, you know. But what I can tell you here, and why I was guided to do this reading, is we do have a Divine Masculine who would like to reconnect with you, who perhaps would like to be forgiven for something that they've done in the past. And if you can find that in your heart, Divine Feminine, then you might just have the opportunity to reconnect with this person. All right, so let me grab one final set of cards to wrap this one up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and use Sister Moon Tarot's deck, Stay Inspired Oracle cards here. So final advice for those who are tuned in for the Divine Masculine. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, what is the advice? We have Sunlight, which of course is picking up off of the energy of the Sun in Tarot. And there's happiness that's in store for the two of you. It's possible to be able to experience this type of joy again. It does say the most powerful healing tool. You don't have to be in it, just imagine it, you know. So this could be the masculine in the meantime, just trying to imagine the happiness that you guys can share together in the future, if indeed you're able to give them another chance to return. We do have the Rainbow card coming through. You deserve positive, happy, joyful moments. Add color to your world, or imagine colors in your mind filling up your body. Colors are healing. So both of these cards are referring towards healing of the connection. Look at this. And we do have the Divine Masculine energy coming through. All right, so they really want you to know here, Divine Feminine, that they want to be able to bring these energies in, to be able to do something about this situation to make you happy. All right, so we do have logical, straightforward, honest, which is crucial, hands-on, and action-oriented. So I really do feel that the Divine Masculine is ready to take those proper steps to show you, to let you know, Divine Feminine, that they really would love to be able to start again, to start over, to bring in perhaps more adventures, more happy times, and to finally open their heart up fully to you, coming from a place of authenticity, having gained that clarity, being honest with you, because they know that anything less than that, it's not going to work. It just will not. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this with my tarot teacher, the revised edition. Angels and spirit guides, please, for whoever needs these messages, focusing on the connection with the divine masculine. They want a second chance. Look at this. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Wands. So we've got a lot of new energies coming in here. We have a masculine who really is wanting to start fresh, start over, to be able to manifest you back into their life, divine feminine. Ten of Pentacles represents that they still feel that this relationship holds a lot of value. You know, that perhaps they know what it's like to experience life without you, what it's like to be in a dark place without you, and they really still see the potential to be able to grow this relationship. And here we are with that Knight of Cups. They want to be able to bring that romance back. They're still very much attracted to you. We've got the Seven of Pentacles to let you know they're not giving up on you. They're not giving up on the relationship. They're willing to put in all the hard work that's necessary in order to prove to you, divine feminine, that they still want you to be a part of their life. You have to be on board. You have to be on the same page, of course. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so giving and receiving equally it's really a very crucial part of the connection. That's a really strong ingredient that needs to come forward for this connection. We also have the Lover's card coming through, the deep love that they have for you, the sexual attraction, you know, wanting to come back into union with you. And they know that a part of this journey has put them in a place where they have to make wiser choices, okay? And lastly, we've got the Four of Wands right here. This represents a very happy reunion between two people, and it's a very celebratory type mood with this card. Could be a twin flame that comes back into your life. So it really does come down to teamwork and working together. But I feel this is a masculine who wants to be able to reestablish the foundation of this relationship. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. I hope there's something here that really speaks to you and something that you're able to relate to. All right, guys, so I'll leave that there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.